Have you ever stopped to think about what your life would be like if 12 months from now, money stopped being a problem? What if I told you this is possible without winning the lottery or relying on luck? The truth is, there are simple actions that, if done consistently for a year, can completely transform your financial reality. Today, I'm going to show you the 7 most powerful habits that separate those stuck in a financial bind from those who build freedom. I apply these every day. I can guarantee it works. Stay with me until the end, because the last step is the most valuable. Have you ever felt like you're always chasing money, but it just seems to slip through your fingers? You work, pay bills, handle unexpected expenses, and at the end of the month, the feeling is always the same: more month than salary. This doesn't happen because you're lazy or don't try hard enough. In fact, the system wants you to stay exactly like this, trapped in a routine, without time to think, and without energy to change. Most people live in this cycle for years, believing that the only way out is to earn more. But it's not just about how much you earn. It's about how you think, decide, and act with what you already have. Poverty often is not a condition, it's a mental and behavioral pattern that repeats day after day. But when you understand this, everything changes. Because if what brought you here were your habits, it's by changing those habits that you can build a completely new path. The good news is, this path starts with simple steps that anyone can take, including you. Now that you understand that transformation begins with small habits, I'm going to show you the 7 steps that can pull you out of financial stagnation in just 12 months. And don't worry, you won't need a lot of money or miraculous formulas. These are practical actions that you can start today with what you have. We'll talk about how to create an extra income stream, eliminate debt, invest with little, develop valuable skills, and completely change your mental and social environment. These steps work together as a strategic plan, and if you follow through to the end, you'll see that change is totally possible. 1. Create an extra income stream. If you want to stop being a slave to your salary, you need to stop depending on a single source of income. An extra income is your escape plan in building. It can be simpler than it seems. It could be a service you offer online, a physical product, an info product, affiliate marketing, freelancing, private lessons, whatever. The secret is to start with what you already know or enjoy. I've met people who started by selling cakes, doing design on Canva, or managing social media. And today they live solely from that. Set aside 1 or 2 hours a day to test ideas, create something, or offer a service. The action you take today can turn into solid income in a few months. The best part, an extra income stream gives you power of choice, gets you out of trouble, and opens doors that a fixed salary would never open to. Track every cent. Earning more is important, but knowing exactly where your money goes is even more powerful. Most people live in the dark. They don't know how much they spend per month, or on what. And that's precisely where the problem lies. You can't change what you can't see. When you start writing everything down, every coffee, every bill, transfer, your financial awareness skyrockets. You can use an app, a simple spreadsheet, or even a notebook. What matters is to record it. In a few days, you'll start to see patterns: unnecessary expenses, forgotten subscriptions, money disappearing. This clarity is liberating, because when you control money, it stops controlling you. And after a year of doing this, you will have saved enough to invest, pay off debts, or even finance your freedom. 3. Read more books. If you want to change your financial life, you need to start by changing your mind. And one of the fastest ways to do that is by reading. A book is like a direct conversation with someone who has already walked the path you want to take. Imagine absorbing, in 1 month, the knowledge of someone who took 20 years to learn. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Richest Man in Babylon, and Secrets of the Millionaire Mind change the way you think about wealth, risk, time, and purpose. You don't need to devour 1,000 pages. Just 10 pages a day is enough. In a year, that will be 12 books that can completely change your mindset. And when the mind changes, behavior changes. You start to think like an investor, act strategically, And understand that money is a tool, not a problem. 4. Eliminate. Bad debt is not just a number on a statement, it's a silent thief of freedom. When you finance things that don't generate a return, you're selling your future in exchange for momentary pleasure. Installment, credit card payments, overdrafts, impulse purchases, all of this comes at a high price beyond interest. It keeps you trapped. For 1 year, avoid any debt that doesn't put money in your pocket. If you can't pay cash, rethink the necessity of the purchase. Negotiate, postpone, learn to say no. This self-control is what separates those who build wealth from those who are drowning in bills. The most powerful thing is to realize that the less you owe, the more you grow. At the end of a year without bad debt, your mind will be light, your balance more positive, and you will finally breathe easily. 5. Invest. Consistently investing is not about being rich. It's about getting rich over time. And the biggest mistake people make is waiting to have a lot of money to start. The truth is, if you invest $50 a month with discipline, you'll be ahead of those who just spend or save aimlessly. It's not the amount that matters at the beginning, it's the habit. Investing creates a behavior of building a long-term vision and makes your money work for you. Open an account with a reliable brokerage firm, study the basics, and choose low risk investments initially, like Treasury Direct or CDB's certificates of deposit. The secret is consistency. Invest every month as if it were a mandatory bill. At the end of 1 year, it won't just be your balance that has grown, it will be your confidence, your vision, and your builder's mindset. 6. Change your social environment. Are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and that also applies to your financial life. If your circle only talks about crisis, debt, complaints, and scarcity, you'll end up reproducing that without realizing it. But when you connect with those who seek to grow, invest, learn, and build, your mindset naturally expands. Not saying to abandon your friends or family, but rather to intentionally include new voices in your routine. Watch financial content, join groups, listen to podcasts, exchange ideas with people who are on the path of evolution. This change of environment is powerful. It inspires you, challenges you, and pulls you up. After a year surrounded by positive stimuli, you will notice that your language has changed. Your ideas have matured. Your goals have grown larger. 7. Acquire valuable skills. If you want to earn more, you need to become more valuable to the market. And this has nothing to do with diplomas or job titles. It has to do with solving real problems. Skills like copywriting, sales, paid traffic, programming, design, video editing, or artificial intelligence are in high demand. Dedicate 1 hour a day for 1 year to learning and practicing something that the market is willing to pay well for. There are accessible courses, free or paid, on YouTube, on platforms like Udemy, Hotmart, Coursera. The important thing is to choose a skill that has demand and deepen your knowledge in it. With consistency, in 12 months you can go from 0 to a 4 or even 5-figure monthly income. And the best part? It will be something no one can take from you because your knowledge becomes your greatest asset. If these tips helped you in any way, do the following. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Here I always bring practical, direct content that can truly transform your financial life. Tell me in the comments, which of these 7 steps will you start today? Your answer can inspire other people who are also looking for a turnaround. And if you know someone who keeps complaining about money but never changes, share this video with them. Transformation begins with knowledge, and you've already taken the first step.